there is major role which is needed just because of soft skills. Because see, just imagine that I am there and there is one more person. I know coding really well. Okay. Let's imagine that no one can do better coding than me. Okay. I know it off that level. But I have a really poor communication skill. If I have a good idea, I cannot communicate it to my manager or I cannot communicate it to my colleague. I just keep it with myself. I have a really bad communication skill. Okay. I get feared in sharing things in my office. And then there is another person who knows coding well enough, okay, not really good. And he's a really good communicator. Like everyone likes him, and everyone likes to contact to him, have a chit chat with him. Even he loves to share his ideas, and he's kind of that person. Now, what a company thinks is that okay, there are two people. One knows just about the coding, really good. Another person knows good about coding and he's also good in communication. With some few courses, if we provide to the person B, okay, even this person can become really good in coding, right? Because as a teacher, we all know coding is not that tough. If someone is having really good logical thinking, if someone is really good a logical thinker, then coding itself is not very difficult. It's just like a language, right? If I know how to share my thought, then I can code as well. So the company thinks now that if I provide some kind of training to the person B about coding, he can become the best. And the best part is he is really good in soft skills also. But when we give training about soft skills, there is really less chance that a person will actually evolve, because soft skills is something which a student empowers or a student gets when he is young, right? Because see, soft skills is one of those things which require practice. I cannot become really good in communication in 1 month or 2 months, right? I need to have years of practice for that. I need to talk to a lot of people. I can never become a really good problem solver just by training of 3 months. I need to tackle a lot of problems for multiple years. So this is why technical and soft skills both are important. Okay. Now, this is one of the project-based learning model which every one of you can follow. I see a lot of teachers, they want to give students project but does not know how to handle that project. So basically, what you can do is first of all, let any student identify a real challenge, okay, or opportunity in their school or in their community. Okay, they start by creating or by designing a prototype, okay, with whatever version of tools they have available. They check it, they get the feedback, how it is performing, what kind of, uh, I would say, output that particular model has shared, and then they present it into their classroom. Okay. So this kind of projects can be long term, can be short term. Okay. If it is short term, then maybe for 1 or 2 weeks they have to do this. If it is a long term, then maybe a quarter or a half a year, right? The approach to assess these kind of uh, PBL models would be that we can set a few criteria that okay, the technical execution part should be really good, the creativity, collaboration, these should be really good, right? And the next thing should be about the reflection. Okay. In the morning also I had a session with a school where they learned about robotics and they learned about multiple things. Even there I was trying to share this thing that reflection is really important, because if we teach a student something, he or she should know that why at first place our teacher taught this. Okay. If we are talking, let's say, about that we should not throw garbage, then why is my teacher teaching me this? Why should I not throw garbage on road? What can be the repercussions of it? If I throw garbage on the road, what bad can happen? Okay, and what bad can happen to me, to my friend, to my family, to the other people in the world? So this reflection part is really, really important, where they understand what project they are working on, how it helps to the world, how it helps to them, what kind of impact it creates in the real world. So these are some reflection things which they need to reflect back once the project is done. Okay. Now, these are five ready to use project ideas which you all can use at your own schools. This is the place where you can take screenshots of the screens. So first, a student can create a school attendance analytics dashboard. Basically, he can upload few of the attendance of the school, and that he can create a dashboard that it will visualize and show multiple patterns and multiple things about the attendance. Okay, like what and the skills they will be increasing or enhancing in this thing is data collection, spreadsheet analytics. Maybe they can use some basic visualization tools as well. They can use Python, right? Next is they can create classroom chatbots. Okay, they can create automated plant watering systems. A student can create his own portfolio website as well, right? Or maybe some local language OCR. So there are multiple schools who perform their studies in local regional languages like Marathi, Kannada, Urdu, right? So in this scenario, if there is any kind of notice for school, then how can someone read it? Or is there any tool through which they can scan and read the English language written notice into their regional language? So these are some ideas which just popped into my mind and I have written over here. Okay. Moving on. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. All right. So let us continue. Has someone unmuted? No. Okay. So this is okay. So before we move on to the example units, uh, let us perform a quiz. Okay. Let us perform a quiz. I'm going to share the link of the quiz as we all do every time a small quiz. Okay, so I'm sharing the link of joining up the quiz in the chat. Let me share the screen as well. I hope my screen is also visible. Yeah. In the chat, I have shared up a link through which you can join the quiz. Let me share it few more times so that if someone is trying to join, they can join. 4 people have already joined. That's great. Today we have a little less teachers, so I will be really happy if every one of you joins. This quiz is a little interesting. I've made it a little interesting today. You'll see the questions and the options. Uh, I mean, they are funny. They are tricky. They are confusing. It's not a straightforward quiz today. 12 participants have already joined. If anyone is facing any problem while joining the quiz, please let us know. Otherwise, I have shared the link of the quiz. You can easily join.
Mm.
15 participants have joined. I guess we have in total 30 participants roughly. Okay, 20 participants have joined. That's great. Nice, nice. Four people have joined. I will wait till 4:45 for everyone to join. Let's wait till 4:45 and let me just share the link again. So if anyone is facing any problem. One last minute, everyone. If anyone is left to join the quiz, this is the time you can join. We are going to start the quiz in less than 60 seconds. Good evening, sir. Good evening, good evening. All right. So all the very best, everyone. I'm starting up the quiz now. Uh, all the very best. All right, I can see few of the teachers has completed up the quiz. Let us just wait for everyone to complete it. Completed. Okay, Suresh sir has completed. That's really nice. We'll be waiting till 4:55 so that everyone can complete. Okay. That's great. Even Reshma ma'am has completed. Let's wait till let's wait 5 more minutes so that everyone can complete. I believe everyone has completed. Uh, let's end the quiz. All right. So Asia ma'am has completed at first position. Then we have Athehar and Dhanya ma'am. So very, very congratulations to all of you. And I can see a lot of you has completed 100%, have got 100% score. Shilpa ma'am, Shravani ma'am, Rahu is also there. So really, really nice. Let us come back to our session. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay. By the way, before we proceed to the session, just a small check I want to ask from everyone. Like, was the quiz a little different today? Like, I specifically want to have a small feedback on the quiz. Was it a different little bit today? Uh, and was it good different and bad different? I actually gave a little thought to the questions while creating the quiz today, and just want to have on like an honest feedback, even if you felt it was not good or some kind of thing you want that it should have had or something. Please be honest, and you can. Thank you so much, Dhanya ma'am. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, let's continue. All right. Okay. So now this is an example, basically a 6 week AI project which you can do at your school. Okay. So let us see how exactly this 6 week project moves around. Okay. This is majorly for middle school and high school only. Uh, you can imagine it like for grade sixth and above, right? So in the first 2 weeks, a student defines what the problem is, how will he solve it, okay, how he has to gather or create a data set, okay, what are the ethical considerations which he should know before going into that particular problem. Then in week 3 and 4, basically he builds up and tests his AI model, okay, uh, what the rule based system he has created. They can do it in teachable machine or in scratch, right? In week 5 specifically, they move on to integrating that model with a really good interface, right? For example, if a student has created model which I show a bottle to a camera and he tells me how much liter of water that bottle can hold. Okay. So this is the time in week 5 where they create a interface, right? Where I will upload or I will show my bottle. Okay, so that is one thing. And at last of the week, in week 6, they showcase their project. They give demos to multiple stakeholders in school, to their friends, to their families, reflect on what work, what didn't work, right? And that is one thing which we all can start with, right? For all the teachers, there's a small tip that project or problem which they are picking up, it can be as short as sorting the images or predicting outcomes. Okay, that is one thing. All right, now what should be the rubrics which we have to set when it comes to a tech related project? Okay, so 5 essential criteria that should be there for defining the rubrics. That should be first is the clarity of how well the student knows about the problem. Okay. Is the solution which he is giving, is it even logical or not? How well the project will work as we are planning. Okay. Are we planning a technically good or technically correct project or not? Is there any innovation or original thinking, or is it just a copied idea, right? Uh, how much of collaboration is needed, right? Did the teamwork happen effectively, or was it like only two people were participating more and three people were just there in a group of five, right? Uh, how well did they perform the presentation? Okay. Was the demo given clear or not? Was it engaging or not? And the weight of these criteria can be in this pie chart, where basically you see idea clarity should be somewhere around 20%, right? Implementation is more, roughly around 30%, right? Teamwork is again about 20% and presentation is about 30%. Okay. And students should priorly know that these are the criterias on which I am getting assessed. Okay. And these are the things which I should be noting down and taking care of. Now, how exactly any school any teacher, any student can start and sustain a tech club. See, I've seen a lot of students, they start tech club at their school, they run it for 1 year, 2 year, and then it just fades away. Okay. But you have to start and sustain. Okay. So the structure of a tech club should be that first there should be a coordinator that will always be remaining from the teacher's staff, okay, or some advisory staff if there is any in the school. Then there will be 2 to 3 students, they will be leading up this particular club. They will communicate within the members, they will plan everything. After that, there should be teams of small groups, let's say 3 to 5 students, which will be working on projects. Every week, there will be a 1 hour meet of their tech club, right? Every month, they will be showing up to each other what they have created. Is they or if any of the student has got any major achievement, right? If any of the students' project or model is showing some good progress or not, right? The timing should be flexible. It can be after lunch, it can be after school, it can be during lunch periods, or maybe during games period or something like that, right? It should be flexible so that no one feels that it is more of like a tension than a stress relieving activity. And the key roles which should be there in a tech club is the one which is mentor, which will provide them the technical knowledge, which will guide them through the technical problems, provide them expertise. There should be a scribe person who will document everything, maintain the club's records. There will be a developer or a builder who will actually lead hands-on implementation. There should be multiple testers who ensures that the quality and the improvements are done really really well on multiple projects. And there's one should be the outreach lead who will actually combine or communicate with multiple different clubs like eco club or road safety club or dance club, something like that, so that more member comes up. Okay, he should be promoting the club so that more member comes up, more brains comes up in a room, right? And for all these things, the students should should get a credit. They should get certificate of participation in tech club. They should get some school credit, some special recognitions at assemblies, right? Some opportunities maybe, if your school can help into it with some community events or not. And these are some tangible rewards which will help the students to sustain in tech club. We all feel that, oh Karthik, it's just a tech club. We don't have that much of time in our assembly, we have to disperse and uh, let student focus on their first period and all. I understand, but if you really want to sustain a really good tech club which actually uh, creates some impact in your local area, in around 10 kilometers, whatever schools are present, then yes, these efforts are needed. Oh, I just saw Fatima's ma'am message. Let me just quickly read. Thank you so much, Fatima ma'am. I just read this message. I'm really sorry. Thank you so much. Be part of student lead conference. Yes, yes, that is also one thing. That is also one thing that they can be part of student-led conferences as well, right? So this is how you can start and sustain a tech club. Now, how exactly a meeting of a tech club should be? Okay, what should be the things which they should discuss? A lot of times, people create tech club, but they don't know what to do now. Okay, so let's do a warm up activity, maybe some few brain teaser questions, few coding challenges, right? or maybe some new tool which has come up in the market. They can talk about it for 10 minutes. Okay, so that everyone's mind is engaged on the same particular table. After that, uh, let's say if some student has learned some new concept, okay, like how to create videos using artificial intelligence, right? So they can teach this particular topic to all the students so that everyone is well versed with what is happening with the recent time of technology. Okay, people can ask questions, and they can encourage you. After that, entire 40 minutes should be there for the heart of the meeting, basically, who when the students circulates the important information, few important questions are answered. If there is any challenge faced by any participant of that particular tech club that is faced over there, okay, it should feel like a second home to them after their actual home, because this is the place where the student is meeting more like-minded people like him, right? Maybe in class he just have two or three friends who are really interested into tech, but in a tech club there are 10 more people who are really interested into tech. So that is the place where even a introvert student can open up, right? Karthik sir, could you please share this keynotes of the student tech club? Sure. Let's do one thing. Uh, just give me a minute. Uh, you can take a screenshot of it as of now. Okay. As of now, you can take a screenshot of this. Otherwise, I will share it. I'll share the tech club presentation slides with the team of Orange, and they can share with you. Okay. Okay. uh, this was the thing, and later in the last 10 minutes they can do a small wrap up, okay, for whatever they have done. That is one thing. All right. Now, small tips that students should have time, okay, to build, not just to listen. The leadership should be rotating. It should not be like for last 3 years, Ram or Kiran is the leader of the tech club. Okay, everyone should get a chance to lead. Everyone should get, because sometimes we just feel that okay, if there is any student who is from class 11th or class 12th, he is going to lead the tech club just because he is from a higher grade. Okay, that is usually what we do in our schools, right? But what if there is some student who is in class 9th or class 10th, but possess really good leadership skills, right? So every the leadership skills should be rotating. Okay, and not just leadership skills, but every role should be rotated among all of them, so that every student gets the chance to enhance each of the skill. Okay, there should be tracking of all the projects, there should be tracking of all the documents, and always end the note on a positive term. Okay, because these things feels like small wins. Now, how can you start hackathons and competitions at your school level? Okay,
ఏమో ఏదో ఒకటి
these
రాస్తే కథం ఒక రెండు ఒక్క వర్డ్
uh,
అట్లానే పెట్టిండు
just a
ఏం
second. So, see, the hackathons and competitions are really good approach to bring out a really good talent from your school. First thing is that you can do internal hackathons, okay? Like maybe you have a small 3 to 6 hours of of like hackathon in your school, or maybe in your district area, right? Focusing on some single theme. This is really good for beginners or someone who wants to build up a momentum to attempt the hackathons. Then there you have inter-school competitions where the neighboring schools participants or maybe a little regional level schools also can participate. Here the students gain exposure, they make friends, they make a really really good network of other students who work on the same particular thing, right? Third thing, you have online hackathons, right? Basically, in
ఏంటిది
on
బాబాయ్?
online hackathons, these virtual event happens. These are mostly organized by tech companies or tech organizations. They offer flexibility. They offer much higher reach.
అవునవును.
Uh, just a second.
ఓకే.
Yeah, they offer much higher reach, right? Because there the students who are participating are also from international level. Okay, so how exactly we have to prepare our students for hackathons and competitions? Okay, basically they have to practice with 1 to 2 hour of rapid prototyping sessions. Okay, they should be comfortable with the pressure of time. Even when I was student, when I used to participate in competitions, the only problem I faced was I knew how to how to ace the problem or how to solve the problem. But when I am in a setting, I am in a complete new environment, there are a lot of new people around me, there are students who I am not familiar with, but they are my competitors, and there is a there's is a clock which is continuously like taking off, then I really gets confused or gets a little worried like what will happen. So they should be really familiar with time foundation stuff. Okay, you have to let them practice on that. Second is create a problem bank. So basically every student should have a question set of 1,000 questions around his or her project. Okay, that let's say if his project is about that, if any photo of a bottle is uploaded, then that should show how much liter it can carry. Now, what 1,000 questions can someone actually ask about this project? So there should be a problem bank of such questions to that particular student. Yes, it will require time, it will require hours, and not just hours, even weeks, right? But this is how you actually prepare them for a hackathon. Okay, uh, judging criteria, they should know. A lot of times I see when I go to judge a lot of hackathons, I see students just focus on the like I just want to create a very technical model, very technical model. Okay, so what they do is they create a technical model, they get 8 on 10 on the technicality part, but on other aspects like presentation, like problem like communication skills, okay, team building activities, they get 2 3 4 something like that. But on the other hand, there are people who do not build some way too profound technical project, but they do build some good project and they get points in each aspect. And at the end of the day, those students actually win, who get 6 or 7 in each segment. Okay. So they should know about the judging criteria and they should be well equipped with the knowledge that how to actually ace in each judging criteria. Okay, and there they should be having a lot of practice with their team, with their about the main event. Okay, uh, all right. Now how exactly we can do partnerships with STEM or robotics vendors? Okay, a lot of nowadays new vendors or STEM robotics vendors are coming up to schools, offering a lot of things to us, right? So, what should be the strategic partnership which we should do? Now, if you see over here, basically you can ask for hardware kits. You can ask for professional development workshops as well, right? Student mentorship programs, curriculum resources, educational discounts or grants, right? And how to approach these vendors. Basically, you should be very much clear from your end that what is your specific need. Okay. how exactly a program should get pilot, how exactly outcomes should be committed. Okay, what case studies should be there? Is there any governance body involved? If it is, then it is really, really good. Okay, safety considerations should be there. The curriculum alignment should be completely well with the standard of the student, right? So all of these transparency should be there whenever any vendor you are collaborating with on STEM, robotics, fields like this. Okay, so I mean, there is a small example of a small script which you can share to any of the vendor. For example, we're building a technology program for, let's say, 10th grade students, and are interested in piloting your product or service. Okay, so we can provide feedback, testimonials, showcase student works. Could we schedule a call to discuss partnerships opportunities? Because a lot of time these vendors go to big schools, right? But they often miss out on small schools. And as a small school teacher, what we can do is we can reach out to them. Okay, there is no harm in that. We can reach out to them. Allow me a moment. Is someone unmute? Let me check. Okay. Okay. Let us continue. Now, uh, how should we guide any student for Olympiad and competitions? More or less, we have already seen this, right? So this is pretty much the same. Okay, I'll just skip this for now. Now, let us discuss about the internships and the industry exposure which a K-12 student should have. Just give me a minute. I need to. Okay. So, how exactly we have to start with the internship? Okay. So basically, there are two to three things. There are there are three types of industry exposure opportunities which any student can has. First is a short-term project internship. So there are companies who hire students, specifically students, for a 2 to 4 week focused experienced where a student contribute to real projects under the mentor guidance. Okay, there are job shadowing days. Basically, what they have to do is, let's say, if in any office someone is not present, so they have to shadow the person who is not present. This is more or less for half a day or once a day in a month. Okay. Then there are remote micro internships as well. So this is really, really good for some of the students because they don't have really time in the morning because they have to attend the school, right? They can do all these things at evening or in night as well. So where you can find these opportunities, local startups are there, and those are the best to start. For example, if any student wants to do graphic designing, okay, he wants to become a graphic designer, then why can't he go to his nearest Golgappa stall person and create a better looking menu of his stall, right? I mean, this is the actual role that he will do. Even I used to do it at my college level. I used to go to my nearest stalls, to my nearest Golgappa, to my nearest grocery store. I used to ask them if they are happy that I am a aspiring graphic designer. I want, like, I'm learning few things, and I would really like to change the banner which is there on your shop, or if there is any restaurant. Okay, then I used to ask that, okay, I'll charge 3,000 rupees, but this long menu which you're having of 10 pages, I will be creating a small QR code. Anyone can come scan and QR will be appearing on their phone. Okay. So I used to do this personally at my college level, and similarly, students can do as well. They can start with their local startups, their local tech companies. Okay. They can connect to their alumni networks of their school, right? A lot of people really want new students. So even they are looking up. Otherwise, a lot of companies like Google, Microsoft, they are continuously doing some kind of partnership programs. Just keep looking out for them. Okay. Where they collaborate with school and do some kind of program where they teach student first some particular topic, and then they do 3 to 4 months of internship. And the last thing is, there are few communities for codings. Okay. We need to keep our students engaged in those communities so that they find these opportunities over there. How exactly we have to build our student? They should be having a portfolio. Okay. And portfolio, how will it come? By doing stuff, right? If someone is into coding, then he needs to have a GitHub repository where a lot of his projects are added up. Okay, they need to have a one page resume. I have seen a lot of students, when they create resume, they add really really nonsense information about, right? They have 3 to 4 pages of resume, but they need to have a concise one page resume. Okay. uh, they should know how exactly the work which they have to do uh, is to be carried out. Let us continue. Okay. Now, how exactly we need to assess or credit the external learning? I mean, see, first is digital credentials. What we can do is we can give them award or badges or certificates for completing on to any competition, to any project, to any courses. Okay. They can easily get these kind of things from platforms like Credly or Bad GR. Okay. These are verified credentials. They really, really hold good value in the corporate. Next is portfolio based assessment. You can evaluate how well a student's GitHub repository or his personal website or his demo videos, his projects, his entire portfolio is about. Okay, how well he has managed it. Third thing is school credit integration. So basically, you can work with administrators so that some kind of credit can be provided to the school students, and then at last it is stakeholder buy-in. So basically, uh, parents or administrations, okay, come into the picture, and they see that okay, this is the particular skill which my student or my child has earned. Now, equity and inclusion, I feel it is one of those topics where I don't even need to say that it is important, right? We should make tech accessible to all. It is not like it's a no-brainer question, right? That is why we all are using low-cost tools like Scratch, Python, Tinkercad, and all of these, because these are low cost. So that if students who are not really well financially, even they can perform at their home. Okay, they should share hardware kits of STEM or robotics into their classroom. They can leverage few of the free platforms like Replit or GitHub for their portfolio creations, right? Inclusive team formation. So, as I mentioned, that the role in a coding or a tech club should be should keep rotating. The role of leadership, the role of coding, the role of design, presentation. These roles should be shared up. It should not happen that some students get dominate in the same role. Okay, because this is not really good. Next is language and context relevance. Choose the projects which actually helps that particular segment of student. Okay, the course should be bilingual. It should be in English and the regional language as well, so that good communication has happened with the students. Now, what are some ethics, safety practices, and responsible tech things which we should do in our schools? Basically, first one is discuss bias and privacy. We should help our students understand how algorithms can be biased, how why should we protect our user data? Okay, what can happen bad? Uh, we should do classroom safeguarding as well, right? We should have multiple and continuous training on how simple protocols like not sharing personal information online, securing store like good storage of hardware, right? Using the school policies, following the school guidelines. What are the ethical reflections? For example, if a student requires to address one ethical consideration in every project, okay, for example, they can have these reflections like who benefits or what could go wrong. These are the questions which a student should ask again and again whenever they talk about tech. Okay, and always try to make all these things tangible, all these things accessible. It is pretty much easy to understand that if there is a bottle in a room where I am sitting and I am thirsty, I will drink water. But if the bottle is in another room and I'm thirsty, I might do a little of nuances and feel that okay, I'll drink water after some time. So this shows that, I mean, this is just normal human behavior, right? This shows that this things should be tangible, the things should be accessible for students. It should not be that they have to do a lot of work to at least check onto these things. Okay. Now, how can they showcase their work? You can host a demo day in your school, maybe half a year. Like for the summer project, you can have somewhere in September. For the winter project, you can have somewhere in January, because after that you have exams as well, right? You can have school website feature like every month or every 15 days there a student who has created a really good tech project will get featured on the school website, right? If you have media connections, like if your school page is there on LinkedIn or on Instagram or on Facebook, do share over there, right? If your school is participating into district level uh, like boards, then you can share the progress of students over there as well. Some portfolio checklist is that the problem statement which he is addressing and the goal should be clear. Appropriate tools should be used. Okay, the code samples or project artifacts should be there. Students reflection should be there, and if there is any teacher on mentor notes, then it should be written separately. Okay, now how exactly funding or resource on budget to these things should come? So basically, for starters, every school should allocate small budget to these kind of things at their first. Okay, second, PTA and community. You have to engage parents, organizations, and local businesses for sponsorship. Maybe if there is any shop nearby, like if there is any toy shop nearby the school, you can approach to them that okay, we will be sharing up your pamphlet into our school. We have 1,500 students, right? Even if you take one percentage of converting, then 150 students will be coming to your shop, right? So this is how you can partner with your local business. Or maybe if any parent is happy to organize some kind of partnership, they are even welcome, right? Other than that, there are few corporate and educational grants which happen through tech companies. Okay, so you can access those as well. See, basically the point is creativity matters a lot, okay, more than the budget. Yes, these things comes in considerations, but there are nowadays few tools which I particularly feel are more than enough, okay, to let student engage in the field of tech, like Scratch, Python, Arduino, Tinkercad, GitHub, Google Suite. Okay. And this is more than enough. So now this is a 6-week action plan. Uh, I would really like you all to read this at your end. Okay. Or maybe you can take a screenshot of it. This is not some project. This is not some like something, some kind of curriculum or something. It is an action plan at a school level. So if you are a TGT computer science, if you are a PGT computer science, if you are a person who is working in the admin team, if you are a vice principal, if you are a principal, this is the exact action plan which you can follow. I have shared this with previous schools as well, and I have got a really good response of this action plan. Okay. So I'll not read this. You can just read it at your own end. I'll just turn off my camera so that this main content is visible properly. You can take a screenshot of this as well. It is a 6-week action plan to launch tech experiences in your school. Okay. How exactly you have to fit tech experiences in your academic calendars. A lot of school says that, Karthik, we have a lot of things planned for our students. We don't really have time for this. We don't really have time for that. But trust me, if you follow this approach, it might happen that yes, you can do incorporate a lot of tech events. All right, let's continue. Now, what are the next steps? What are the resources which can have? So basically, there are a lot of things. Like, see, first thing is that whenever you are picking up any project to pilot, okay, your action plan should be there. You can recruit 3 students or identify a teacher champion. Okay. Third, your schedule for first tech club meeting should kick off. Okay. There are a lot of templates which you can easily find on internet. There are a lot of tools which can help you to give a template to a project, to give you rubrics according to what exactly you are going to perform in your school, how to outreach from your email. Okay, how to do partnerships, how to plan guides, how to sample the timeline, safety checklist, low cost kit lists, budget planning worksheets. Wherever you live, a lot of these things will vary. That's why I have not written the exact link or something like that, right? uh Curated learning paths are there. Okay, if anyone wants to have a specific course or specific kind of training on any of the thing, online courses are there, reading materials are there, professional development courses are present over there. Okay. So before we conclude this session, if anyone has any doubt or something, Fatima ma'am has shared president, vice president. Hmm. Uh, Fatima ma'am has shared a really good structuring of what a tech club can have, right? So if anyone has any kind of doubt, any kind of query, you can definitely ask. Or if you would like to share how the tech club works at your school, I would be really happy to know about it as well. How you manage tech club with the responsibilities of student of other subjects and other things as well, how you manage to onboard like hackathons and other things. We didn't receive previous webinar certificate. Okay, so ma'am, certificate you will get once you have completed all the workshops. So today you have completed all the workshops. Now within 15 days you will receive it. Okay. Any doubt anyone has, or anyone would like to share how they work at their school, about the tech club, about the hackathon, or if there is anyone from their school, some student has participated in some internship, they can share that as well. Or some student got any good recognition from any other country or something like that. Anyone? All right. So by this, we have come to the end of the session. Uh, Thank you so much, everyone, for being with me today. I have ended up the session a little earlier because these were few things which I feel everyone knew. It's just we don't really talk about it every day, right? Thank you so much, Sandhya ma'am. Thank you so much, everyone. So you can scan the QR code which is there on the screen right now for the feedback form. Otherwise, Rahul sir has also shared the feedback form on the chat. You can fill up that. Very shortly, one quiz app is going to upload into Google Play Store, sir. Naresh sir, I didn't understood your question. Can you uh, like explain again? Thank you,
No, so
Babita.
it's not the question. It's not the question, just it's only the experience I want to share with you. One of my students has prepared one quiz app.
Okay, and that is in Google Play Store.
Hello?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Yes. Is going to be uploading into the Play Store. That's what I'm to share with you. It's
Okay,
credible
okay,
to our school.
okay, okay. That's really good that the student of Naresh sir has created an app, a quiz app, which is there on the Google Play Store, or maybe it is going to be there.
Yeah.
Arrange sessions, AI, and make code arcade. Harika ma'am, I guess this is some session you're talking about specifically for your school. So maybe the team of Orange can note down from here your query and they can help you in that to arrange. Okay. We need more information about the topic, sir. Which topic, ma'am? Or sir? Uh, Over here, your name just says hi. Which topic you're talking about? By the way, everyone, please fill up the feedback form. If you leave without filling up the feedback form, your attendance will not get recorded and you will not get a certificate. Okay, so do fill the feedback form. I believe the team of Orange can come over here and help you all to fill up the feedback form. And I am here as well if anyone has any kind of doubt. Uh, I'm here as well.
Yes, thank you so much, Karthik sir. I hope that everyone is able to scan it and like fill up the QR like feedback form, and if not, you can go ahead from the link as well. And thank you so much, Karthik sir. It was a very valuable session as always, and you were very enlightening. Thank you so much for the session today.
Yeah. Thank you, Karthik, for all the five sessions you have taken up. Those all
Thank you
were
so much,
wonderful
sir. Thank you so much, sir.
and full of
And
knowledge. And
thank you so
I
much.
thank you all our teachers for attending all these five sessions. Thank you so much. The certificates will be issued in minimum 15 days of time. So if in case if you are missing out anywhere, you can always reach out to the person of Orange and they'll be connecting you for the certification part. Thank you.
And also, once you have filled the QR, the feedback form, you please feel free to leave. We are done with the session. Thank you everyone for joining.